Hi, my name is Tim Love. I own Cross Country RV Solutions. I work on Airstreams and am a certified RV tech. Here to help. I service the DFW Metroplex as well as all the state of Texas, New Mexico, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. Anything you need regarding your Airstream, I'm here to help. A memorable service call. I was called out on a Sunday. It was about this time last year, maybe into January, start of February. It was super cold. It was rainy, and it was up in Decatur on a Sunday. This lady, whom I've done business with before in the past, some small items, a couple of air vents, and some skylights. But nonetheless, she had a problem, and that problem was with her Airstream, and her Airstream door had locked her out. It's a common problem, and she was a long way from home, and she was leaving that morning, and jumped in the truck without any issues whatsoever in getting to her, and made it up to her site in about an hour and a half. She couldn't find anybody to help her. Me being a field service tech and her being my customer, I don't let that go without notice. So again, jumped in the truck, ran up there, found that she had locked her keys. It was certainly in her rig, and I had to get her door open for her. And I didn't have a key that matched hers. However, me being a tech, I have a ring of keys that sometimes, if we get lucky, I have that ability to open doors, and that was the case in here. She was super happy. So while we were there, she was having a bit of a problem with her Truma hot water heater, and I'm a Truma tech as well. Her all-day system in her rig, she had or still has a 33 Classic, wasn't heating. I had another service call to get on, but a buddy of mine who works for Truma was in the area. I gave him a call. He stopped what he was doing, came out there, gave her a hand, and we got her up in less than 2 hours. And that was from the time she called me until the time she was heating up and ready to hit the road. Being an RV tech, a mobile RV tech, I'm not limited to a shop. And I'm not really limited to where I can find the parts either. I don't have a place where I have to purchase from. I can get parts from anywhere. Typically, I can get parts that same day on a business day, or I can have them overnighted. And being a mobile RV tech, I can go anywhere you are. I have a four-wheel drive and I will travel. If you find yourself out in a position where you're stuck, you're broke, cross country RV solutions. I'm here. I do it all. I've been to every school that there is as far as Airstreams are concerned, and most all of our SOBs. So I am certified through the NRVTA, and I keep my current certifications with all of the vendors as well. Cross Country RV Solutions specializes in everything Airstream. I don't have any one particular spot that I'm not willing to tackle and make better than the way you purchased it from the factory. I am certified in just about all of the components that Airstream uses, with exception to the new impervious floors. I haven't done any work with the manufacturer, but I know how to install them, and which I think they're fantastic. Um, as far as electrical is concerned, that is my strength, and I can usually find an electrical problem within the hour. And plumbing, not a problem. Any of your structural, I can take care of that. I am a certified welder, and I'm also a PDR guy. So for everybody out there that has a dent in your Airstream, I'm your guy. Cross Country RV Solutions, here to help. I became a mobile RV technician because I am an RVer. I've been an RVer for a little over 23 years, and I've owned everything under the shining sun. Class A's, Class B's, Class C's, fifth wheels, towables. I've built two trailers of my own from ground up, and I absolutely love to RV. My family has been in the Athens, Texas area for generations, and I have driven by this school many, many times, the NRVTA. And I reached out one day and got a hold of some admin people, super nice people, and I got a call back from Terry Cooper. We had some conversations along the way, and it just seemed right. It just seemed like one of those things that you need to do if you're going to get any credibility, man. You need to be able to go to school, learn what you're doing. Me already owning a scissor lift company, and having been a master hydraulic electrical technician in this field for over 20 years, it only seemed right for me. So Terry came out to the house. We had a formal interview right here at this very table I'm sitting at, and I couldn't not take that opportunity. The school was great. It was in its infant stages, if you will, and there were some things that needed to be changed, but man, it was a great school. Attended all of the courses to include solar and generator. And man, I can't say anything negative about the school at all. All the instructors are fantastic, and it really helped me to get my feet under me where I didn't have the education behind me, but I had the working practical knowledge, having worked in this field, as far as electrical and plumbing are concerned, hydraulics, for many, many years. But having that certification and being able to diagnose problems and then having the certification behind me that says, man, you took the time to go to school and you took the time to make sure that what you were doing was offering the customer the very best service you could give them. Um, Having done that, I can tell you that I wouldn't change it for anything. Being able to help people and being able to come to them when they're in distress, they're stressed out. They just, man, they have nowhere to turn. Man, that's what it's about. I've been there, I've done that. Cross country RV solutions, I'm here to help all over the state of Texas and the surrounding areas. I do travel to just about every Airstream event, and I also do maintenance for Airstream. So if there's anything that needs to be done, I'm a certified tech. I'm certified by just about everybody that's out there putting parts into those Airstreams, and I'm your go to guy whenever you need it. One of the hardest calls I've been on was a lady had called me up. She had a plumbing leak, a PEX leak on a fifth wheel that she had purchased from a local vendor here in DFW. And it was freezing outside. It was absolutely freezing. There was ice and snow on the ground. And I got there, and she's distraught. She's very upset. And so we turned on the water, got everything thawed out, and lo and behold, the mixing valve that was inside of her unit had frozen and broken. It was sending water everywhere. There was ice in the lower end of her RV, so everywhere in the crawl space that I had to go was just absolutely covered in ice, and it was a bad situation. But went ahead and cut all of the pecs out that I thought might be an issue, as well as some of that flex pecs that the dealership had used and didn't properly put the correct size fittings on, and put some screw clamps on there to try to hold it tight. They failed, and so I went ahead and replaced it with what should be done correctly, and was done correctly by us. Got that done in about 2 hours. I had to make a trip back to Lowe's. There were some things that I just didn't have on my truck that she had in her fifth wheel, barring I work on Airstream. Um, so I'd have to say that was probably the toughest. She was super happy with that. We went ahead and put her a heating system into the lower compartment so she wouldn't freeze, and to try to thaw some of that stuff out. So she's very happy with the service that she got, and she has water not leaking all over the floor. Some of the common calls that I get are, my hot water heater doesn't work. My furnace isn't heating. My refrigerator isn't working. My fan isn't turning on. My fan doesn't lift up whenever I turn it on. I've got a leak. Those are pretty much the common things that I get. Most of them are relatively simple and can be done within the hour. So, that being said, I think if I were to put my finger on one that was just more than the other, would be my refrigerator. My refrigerator, it's freezing in the freezer, it's not getting cold in the refrigerator. Simple fix, and we can take care of that for you. The second one is, like I said earlier, my hot water heater doesn't work. Usually it's a simple fix, and I can take care of that on spot. So, um, that's probably the most common. Now, I get a lot of guys and gals in the Airstream community who just want upgrades. They want the new skylights that I install. They want the new inlet valves that are put in to make things quick connect, and they're stainless steel instead of plastic. They want the new AirPods that direct air way more efficiently than what Airstream has put out. And individual upgrades like cabinets, making your queen bed into a twin setup, and having the ability to put quality pre-constructed mattresses into these units where we do a self-diagnostics with the customer. So we ask you things like, man, have you had surgeries? Does your back hurt? Do your hips hurt? Do your elbows hurt? Do you get a headache? And we form these mattresses over you. Closets, I can go in and have complete custom woodwork done to your closets. This isn't particle board, this is solid woods. And these are serious upgrades. As far as our heating systems are concerned, the Truma, the new 3030 all day system, I am a Truma installer, Aquahot installer, all day installer. And I am your local all day guy. So I can take your old all day system and install the new 3030 systems, which are the best on the market. I'm Tim Love, Cross Country RV Solutions, and I'm here to help. My number is 817-917-0092. My website is www.crosscountryrvsolutions.com. I'm here to help at whatever hour you have a problem. Whatever the situation is, please give me a call. If you have an electrical issue, I'm on spot. I'm ready to help. If you have a plumbing issue, I'm on spot. I'll be there. If you just want simple upgrades done to your rig, I'll have it done lickety split. Biggest, if you got a PDR problem, paintless dent removal on aluminum, most companies won't touch it. If not all companies here in DFW, I don't know anybody that does. Cross Country RV Solutions, I'll take those big dents out for you and I'll make your rig look the way it's supposed to look. We'll upgrade everything on your rig, come to you, get it done unto your satisfaction. If you're not happy, I work until you are. Cross Country RV Solutions, I'm here to help.